I suppose there's lots of emotions. I think we didn't, at the end of 16, we thought the footy world was Tom's oyster, and we didn't see the black dog creep up on him, and at that time, we weren't really aware of that he'd had struggles historically, and so it's sad because what could have been in his footy career. But since then, he's had some enormous struggles, and the mental health and the clinical diagnosis is extremely disconcerting when it's really hard to understand, and it's hard to know how it affects people, and in this case, Tom. And so, for our staff and all our people, I think I'm really proud of the way everyone's supported Tom and how Tom's carried himself. We've done our best to protect him for the most part, and obviously he had an enormous impact in those couple of years where he's endeavouring to bring out his absolute best at the highest level of this game, and unfortunately the highest of highs and then the lowest of lows afterwards. So it's sad, and but now we just got to support him and in his endeavours in his life, and he moves on. But we think. Excuse me. Done this before, haven't I? Look, we publicly, I personally thank Tom for his contribution. He'll always be remembered as a Bulldogs legend now, and we focus on playing the Cats this week.
Luke, sorry,
if we can.
This might sound like a dumb question, but why has this hit you so hard?
I'm an emotional, me personally, I'm an emotional beast, Jules. Unfortunately, I cry watching cartoons, but this is a much more significant thing. Obviously, we're dealing with it in the public domain, in life in general, in the community. Tom's an example of a person of note, with presence, who's now, I suppose, legacy in this space will live on, for generations, I suppose. But I'm always really connected to our players. I stood up in front of our group talking about Clay and Pico in a babbling mess. I'll probably do it again next week when Tom comes in. But so whether it's mental health or whether it's just someone, one of our players who's been a significant person and player at our footy club, this is just natural for me, unfortunately, whether they've had a mental health challenge or not.